Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap that bell to get notified every time I upload. If you are not interested in luxury fashion or beauty treatments in general, don't subscribe. This is a very positive space where I like to use my videos to kind of educate you guys on new and exciting treatments that I've tried. I'm not trying to promote these treatments, particularly to young girls. I'm 24 and my mother owns an aesthetic clinic, which I basically work at, not as an esthetician, but like I handle like marketing, business development and all sorts of aspects of the business, and I thought that this would be a great platform to kind of educate you guys on different treatments that you can do. I know there are a lot of people on the internet that talk about plastic surgery and treatments and with like very little knowledge, and that's not safe. So I hope you guys feel comfortable with me discussing these things, because I do have, I don't want to say experience, but I have some knowledge about the industry and the procedures that I get done. Of course, my mother would never let me do anything that was not safe. I have a plethora of maintenance videos. I absolutely love maintenance. I think it's amazing. And if you are someone that doesn't want to age, if you're interested in anti-aging treatments, particularly in this video, we're going to be discussing Botox and fillers, not really skincare treatments, but Botox and fillers in general, then this is the perfect video for you. I haven't really done a follow-up on the treatments that I've done on YouTube, so I just want to give you guys a bit of an insight as to what I think was an amazing treatment and what has worked for me and what I continue to do. I will be mentioning everything I've had done when it comes to my face. There is nothing I've had done that I've not talked about on the internet. Why would I miss out on that chance to make some AdSense? Any chance to get filmed with a needle in my face, I'm there. I love it. In fact, I feel like the camera takes away the pain of the needle. Sad but true. First and foremost, I'm gonna just come out and say I'm not trying to promote these treatments, but I'm trying to educate you guys and just help you guys understand the difference in these treatments, and hopefully this will be able to help you. All these treatments are non-invasive, which means that you don't have to go under the knife, but they are slightly invasive in the sense that all these treatments are conducted with either a cannula or an injection needle. If you are someone who is a little uneasy when it comes to needles, you might want to switch off. I will be referring back to old videos and showing you guys the procedures I've had done so you guys can see. Also, if you are happy to get wrinkles, that's up to you. That's a personal choice. That's great. Probably not the best video for you again. I feel like I have to do a disclaimer in all of these videos because people just get so triggered. And I don't understand why, because I'm putting myself out there. I'm showing you guys these treatments that I've had done because unlike other people, I don't think it's good to lie about the things that you've had done. First, we're going to start off by defining the difference between Botox and fillers. Botox, people seem to think, is something which fills your face. It is in fact not. Botox is used to relax muscles and reduce muscle activity, so particularly around the forehead region, which is where I like to do it. You don't need to do this if you are below the age of 25, really, unless you have an issue, which I will talk about later on. Again, just for personal reference, I'm 24, I started Botox when I was about 22, 23 in certain areas. Filler, it's in the word itself, is used to fill. Filler. Filler is used to enhance volume in areas such as lips, cheeks. It can even be used to create a jawline or enhance your chin. It enhances the volume in certain areas as well as stimulates natural collagen production. It's absolutely amazing if you have areas which are depressed and you want to increase. I am so pro filler and I am so pro Botox. If you are someone that is not pro either, the things I'm going to go through today are all the things that I've had done Botox and filler wise to my face. I haven't had any Botox or fillers anywhere else. I'm actually going to go in the order of the things that I've had done. First, lip fillers, jawline fillers, temple fillers, nose fillers, and then baby Botox, as well as like brow Botox and Masseter Botox, which is the most recent thing I've had done. First, let's start with lip fillers. I was 18 when I first did lip fillers. I have been doing them ever since. I absolutely love lip fillers. My lips were not thin to begin with. I've always had lips, okay? Some people actually don't have lips to begin with. That's fine, that's how God has made you, but if you're happy with it, great. Actually, I'm not gonna reiterate this in everything I do. Honestly, if you're happy with the way you look, that's fine. I'm not trying to like make you feel bad. This video is not aimed at you to make you feel bad, but these are things that I've had done that I personally love to do and I've noticed a positive difference with. So please don't take offense to this. If you're happy with the way you look, I'm not gonna say this after everything, but that is great. Good for you, okay? Some of us aren't happy. Some of us wanna change things, and that's good for us. I wanted lip fillers mainly because of Kylie Jenner. I had absolutely no idea what lip fillers were when they came about. I had no real desire to get lip fillers, but when I saw Kylie's lips, I was like, wow, you can get like a puckered lip with a few injections. Loved it, absolutely loved it. I actually only get my lips filled once a year. The last time I did my lip fillers was back in, I believe, June, July last year, if not earlier than that. So I'm due for a top up, but I'm actually pretty happy with the current state of my lips. However, I just want to say, if you are getting your lip fillers done for the first time, your body is not used to the substance, therefore it will metabolize the filler very quickly. And you might be upset because it's been a week and you now have your natural shape back, but that's because your body is not used to the filler. So ideally, you need to continuously do small doses of filler to kind of get your body used to it. It's not good to just go straight in with like 2-3 ml syringes and just inject your lips. It's also very bad for you because you've blown up your lips so big that when they deflate, it's gonna look like my dog's ass. Not great. One thing I would definitely recommend is getting small amounts of filler spaced out at different times. A lot of people ask me the amount of filler I've had in my lips and the type of lips I've asked for. I don't know why no one has told you this, but you can't go in expecting a certain kind of lip. If your lip looks a certain way, the doctor will do their best to enhance your natural shape, because it's not good going in expecting something but receiving something else, because it's not possible. The way your lips are is the way they'll be enhanced. Of course, you can accentuate certain areas, like you can either outline your lips with just a bit of filler, or you can even do like a little dent in your lip. I've done it before, it didn't really make a huge difference. There are ways that you can just kind of lift your lip, or there's places you can add like volume in certain areas. You can't just take a picture of someone else's lips and be like, give me this, when you've got something else. It makes no sense. So don't be too concerned about what other people have, be more concerned about what you can achieve, and speak to your doctor at the time. I've been doing lip fillers for nearly over 6 years. I have no idea how many syringes I've had in my lip. No idea, absolutely no clue. So when people ask me, I'm like, really? You can't ask someone how many ml they've had, because they just don't know. Who knows? Who actually keeps track? I personally do not. But basically, whenever I go in, I will not top up more than a full syringe in the top and bottom combined. Not one syringe in the bottom, one syringe in the top. I don't want a lot of filler in my lips. I just want like half an ml in the top, half an ml in the bottom to kind of create the look that I want. That's basically all I'm gonna say on lip fillers. Personally, love them, won't stop getting them. It's just one of the best things I've ever done. Then I went ahead and I got jawline fillers, because this was popular at the time. Everyone had like this chiseled jaw. I've always had a very strong jaw. I've never really had like a jaw which kind of like merges into my neck. I don't have any kind of double chin. It's not hereditary for me from my dad's side, and I've actually got his chin. Jawline fillers basically create a jaw, which I already have, as you can see. The last time I did jawline fillers was September 2018. That is nearly 2 years ago. I haven't done them since because I realized I didn't really need it. I also got a lot of shit on the internet because apparently I look like a box. And at the time I filmed the video, I was very swollen because I literally just done my fillers. And it can really kind of square out your face, which is not great. But if you go to someone, you tell them what you want more of an enhanced jawline, you can get a really good enhanced jawline. It is not painful. It's done basically with a cannula, which is a very long, soft kind of needle, and they basically inject all along your jaw to give you more of a full jawline, which is great if that's what you're looking for. If it's not something you're looking for and you just have a double chin and you kind of want to get rid of that, this is not going to get rid of fat. It's just going to give you the illusion of a bone from your actual bone. So the filler is basically stuck to your actual bone, and it just creates more of a prominent looking jaw. Personally, I don't think I need it, which is why I haven't done it again, and I'm very happy with the current shape of my natural face. This is actually my natural face. The next thing I did was temple fillers. If you don't know where your temples are right here where your eyebrows are. And if you guys can see, so my head kind of goes like dent, cheekbones. I don't know if you guys can see, but I kind of have like an indent. Is it showing? I don't know. We had a doctor at the clinic who we were trying out, and she was like, oh, I think you'll really like temple fillers. It's gonna fill this area, it's gonna give you like an oval shaped face. And I was like, okay, whatever, let me try it out. She did say that an oval shaped face was the ideal face shape for a woman. That is completely incorrect. Every woman deserves the right to look the way she does. It's so wrong to be like, you have to look like this to be very feminine. No, I don't agree with that. And even though I was excited to get the temple fillers, I didn't feel like they did really anything to my face. And to be completely honest, I kind of like this depression that I have. I don't even see it as a depression, but I like the way my face shape is because I feel like my cheekbones are quite high and they're quite prominent. So this actually highlights my cheekbones, whereas when I had the fillers it felt like everything was just one and it made my head look a bit bigger. If you have a depression towards your head but you don't have high cheekbones, and maybe this can also help you create more structure to your face. However, personally I would not do it again. I don't see the need in doing it again, so that's one thing I would not do again. And I did do that in, let me just check, September 2018. The next thing we're going to discuss, which has been the most amazing filler I've ever had after my lip fillers, was my 3-point non-surgical rhinoplasty. Rhinoplasty is a nose job and a non-surgical rhinoplasty is conducted with fillers. We have one of the most amazing doctors that comes to Lailli. He's also based in the UK and he does a very specialized technique of 3-point rhinoplasty where he injects certain areas of your nose to give you your desired effect. I have had a surgical rhinoplasty and I was very upset with the results. I think I did it a bit too young. I also didn't do enough research on the doctor, and one of my biggest mistakes was actually going to a plastic surgeon. I know a lot of you guys will be like, why is that a mistake? Your nose is a complex part of your body. It's not just an aesthetic thing, but it is also something which you actually need to use to breathe. Plastic surgeons don't really know what to do on the inside of your nose. They know how to make it look cute, but when it comes to the inside, mine kind of just screwed it up a little bit. So I've been left with a lot of scar tissue, unnecessary cartilage was removed, and it just really ruined my nose. And after a while, my nose eventually collapsed and one side is deviated. It's just not great. I was unhappy for the longest time. Then the doctor came in and he did this miraculous transformation on my nose, and I cannot stress how happy I was with the results and how happy I still am. I think it was back in October, November that I did my non-surgical rhinoplasty, and it's now been about 7-8 months since, and as you guys can see, my nose is still adorable. It's so much better than what it was. You only really need to top up after a year. This is the nose I always wanted to have, and I was so emotional because after 6-7 years of having this horrific nose, I finally had the nose that I wanted and I was happy. Fillers don't really affect your breathing. They just kind of enhance the overall effect. So if you have like a droopy tip that you want lifted, it can lift that without giving you this kind of, you know, pig effect. If you have a bulbous tip, like a big nose, I don't really think fillers would really help. But if you go to a specialized doctor who does non-surgical rhinoplasty, there are so many different things that he can do. It is a lot riskier once you've had a nose job, like a surgical nose job, to do fillers. There are certain tissue complications. However, luckily I didn't face any complications with my procedure, but you do need to be very cautious with who you go to, and you also need to be aware of the results you're going to see. The doctor will talk you through what they can achieve, but sometimes it's not 100% possible to achieve what you really want. I would 1000% recommend it. I would 1000% do it again. And in fact, I really can't wait to do it again, even though I don't need it. I love that feeling that I had where I was just so overjoyed and I was so full of emotion because it made me so happy. Injections are literally like drugs to me. I'm just obsessed. I have an addictive personality, so it's not great. Now let's discuss Botox. Botox I started when I was about 22, 23. It wasn't really something I needed, but I wanted to try it out, see what it could do for me. I did baby Botox. Baby Botox is the new latest trend, which everyone is loving if you are someone who hasn't yet started to wrinkle. Botox, as I said, is used to reduce muscle activity, and it's also used to kind of relax muscles. So if you have overactive muscles, or like when you frown you have like really deep set lines or wrinkles, then it's a good idea to get Botox, because over time your body gets used to you doing those actions and it kind of just unintentionally creates wrinkles. If you don't want premature wrinkles, if you just don't want wrinkles in general, then you should start ideally doing Botox from like your mid-20s to like your early 30s. I wouldn't recommend doing it any earlier. I don't really think there's any need unless genetically you aren't blessed. You see women in your family who are older than you aging quicker, and also based on your diet and your like health, it can also affect you. I'm not saying Botox can reverse the effects of wrinkles and it can just miraculously make you look 21 overnight. It's not gonna work. Botox is something for me which I do once a year to kind of maintain my youth and to ensure that I don't get premature wrinkles. Not that I'm not blessed with amazing genes. My grandmother is like 75 and has probably 1 wrinkle on her face, which is ridiculous, but also down to bylight. My dad's side, they're not as lucky, and I do tend to take over more from my dad's side than my mother's side, so yeah, I'm kind of shitting myself in that department. Botox is great for anti-aging, and anti-aging is great if you haven't already aged, because aging is easier to prevent than to be reversed. And this is what a lot of our clients are told. If you already have wrinkles, you can't anti-age. You can prolong your aging, which has already started, but you can't really reverse it with Botox. There are of course other treatments that you can do to like smooth out fine lines and wrinkles, but we're not going to be talking about skincare treatments today, just Botox and fillers. Basically, one of my main issues was when I wanted to get Botox done was I had one very high and overactive eyebrow, and that really bothered me because I would be creating videos and I could just see like one eyebrow was just all the way up here and the other one was down here, and people would be like, what's wrong with your eyebrow? I can't lie, I didn't really have an issue with it until I started YouTube and I noticed it, because before I started YouTube I never really looked at myself in the mirror talking, and it wasn't something I did. I feel like YouTube, you like open yourself up to a community of people and you allow yourself to be judged and critiqued. I'm not saying it's the worst thing, because also it was a good thing for me because I realized I did have an overactive eyebrow and I didn't like it. Basically, I do baby Botox, which injects micro droplets of Botox in certain areas of your forehead to kind of relax the muscle. You can actually get Botox to lift your brows. Like, Botox can be used in so many different ways. You can lift your brows, you can stretch out your eyebrows. I know a lot of people are going crazy over this cat eye brow thing. When it comes to stuff like that, I just want to let you guys know it is a trend. It will eventually die down, and you don't really want to be stuck with your face looking like this. There are threads that you can do as well, but again, if you are below the age of 30 and you don't have loose skin and your skin is like tight enough, you should not be doing threads, because you're pulling your perfect skin and you're just stretching it out for no reason, and over time you'll probably develop saggy skin, which is just not great. I don't want to go into threads too much, that's a whole different department. And personally, I don't know enough about threads, but Botox, honestly, so great if you wanna just start controlling your frown lines. I know a lot of people think my forehead is frozen, but I just wanna show you guys that you can get Botox without having a frozen forehead, so look. Obviously, we're not trying to look like the stepmother from a Cinderella story, but it's good to have movement in your brows, show expression, but also, expressions cause wrinkles. Ooh, one thing I want to touch on. A lot of people ask me about smile line fillers and Botox. Because your smile line is a muscle, muscles that move. I would not recommend injecting Botox, nor would I recommend injecting fillers, because you inject fillers here when you're relaxed. Like, as you can see, my mouth is relaxed. I don't actually have smile lines, but if my mouth is relaxed, I'm going to inject filler here, and then all of a sudden I'm going to start looking puffy. This area has been injected and it's just not nice. Smile lines naturally are nice. You can reduce your lines overall by doing stuff like radio frequency, Endymed, non-invasive treatments, tightening your skin over time if you're noticing like kind of lines appearing. But don't go and just assume that fillers are going to solve your problems, because at the end of the day, fillers should be used in small amounts, and they should be used on areas which you just want to create a little bit of volume to, not fill completely, because it just doesn't look natural. And you want your smile lines, because when you smile, you're then just going to have like, I just can't explain it, but it's just not going to be cute. I would not recommend it. And last but not least, we're going to discuss Masseter Botox. Botox in the masseter muscle. Now, the masseter muscle is this muscle right above your, well, it's in your jaw. So if you place your fingers like where your teeth are in your lower jaw and you clench your jaw, you can kind of feel it. Oh my god, mine's really reduced. I basically have a thing called jaw anxiety, where I tend to clench my jaw a lot, and a lot of the time before I got veneers I would actually grind my teeth, And grinding your teeth is not great when you have veneers, nor is it good in general. So I actually sleep with the mouth guard on to prevent me from grinding my teeth. But now I don't really have to, because I got Botox in the masseter, which basically is gonna prevent me from grinding my teeth and just clenching my jaw. I've become more conscious when I clench my jaw. Over time, if you keep doing that, it just builds up a lot and you can create a very bulky, bottom heavy jaw. If you want to reduce the size of that, Botox gets injected into your masseter muscle, and over the period of, I think, about 6 weeks, you'll notice that your jaw reduces drastically in size. A lot of people saw on my Instagram that I did this and they were like, wow, this changed my life. I'm very excited to see the effects of it. It's only been a week since, and I have just actually noticed that I stopped clenching my jaw, but the overall appearance of my lower jaw is gonna reduce. And I feel like this is a great alternative to like buccal fat removal, buccal, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people message me regarding buccal fat removal, and buccal fat removal is the removal of the fat pads in your cheeks. Now, if you have puffy cheeks, big cheeks, then this will be good to do. But if you just unnecessarily are crying over your undefined jaw and you just want to get like a slimmer jaw, you don't have to go under the knife to get buccal fat removal. You can literally just try out Masseter Botox and see if it works for you, because if it doesn't, then of course then you can go obviously look into invasive procedures, but it's always best to do like semi-permanent reversible procedures. I can't 100% say if I'll do this again because I haven't personally seen the results just yet. It does take approximately 6 weeks, but overall I'm very happy with the effects of it in the sense that I don't grind my jaw, I don't tense my jaw, and it's more relaxed to actually chew my food. I was having issues actually chewing food because it would just get very sore and very stiff. I'll definitely insert some images of before and afters from other people, so hopefully you guys can gauge what is going to happen. So that basically concludes my video. If you guys haven't yet checked out my other procedure videos where I do all my maintenance treatments, I also have some that I do at home, then make sure you check those out. I will link them down below and I will try put some up on the screen. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys found this video informative and helpful, then make sure you smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and you can check me out on Instagram, but you don't have to. I don't really post. I'm not really a social media kind of person, sadly, these days. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to the person that actually recommended me to do this video. Great suggestion. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.